Have you noticed any areas in your home that you tend to have a ridiculous amount of duplicate items? Today, I'm going to share one of those items that's been slowly accumulating in our home. If you're new here, my name is Jillian, and I love to help people simplify their homes by clearing out any unnecessary clutter. We've done a good job of simplifying our home over the past number of years, yet there will always be things that come into our home that we need to manage. Water bottles are one item that have been growing in numbers in our house. We have different water bottles for various activities. Our kids both have a water bottle they take to school each day. Chris has a water bottle he takes to the gym in the morning. I have a water bottle I like to use downstairs when I use our treadmill. The kids have a water bottle they like to have in their rooms beside their beds if they get thirsty at night. And then we have water bottles that the kids have gotten from sports camps or as gifts from others. We even have old water bottles the kids used to use for school, but no longer do. And we also have 2 hot drink thermoses that I've also included in the water bottle category. Now, after counting all these bottles in our house, I found out we currently have 21 water bottles. And so many of them have just been stored in our pantry and have not been used. So I'm going to go through them today and decide which ones are staying and which ones are going, because we definitely don't need to have 21 water bottles in our house. One water bottle that I use all the time is actually just a mason jar, and I love just having a 1 liter wide mouth mason jar. I love wide mouth because they're so easy to clean. You can actually fit your hand inside. But I like having, you can get there's so many cool lids that you can get. So I use this one all the time, and it's great because if you're, wanting to know how much water you're drinking a day, keep filling it up. Some people I know like to use like elastic bands throughout the day. If I'm sipping something, this is what I'm using. I guess really know what works well for you, and just be okay getting rid of things that you are not using. Here's an easy way for you to decide how many items you should keep. Sometimes we need to make a limit or boundary for ourselves by having a bin or a cupboard or some sort of container that everything needs to fit inside to know your limits. If there are more bottles than fit inside the container, then you know you have too many and you need to get rid of a few. I'm going to keep my extra bottles in this wooden box in my side pantry that I use to store kitchen appliances like our Instant Pot and popcorn maker that we don't use every day. This box is going to set a limit for how many extra bottles I can keep. If they don't fit inside this box, then I'm not going to keep them. This is a great strategy to use in so many places around your home. When you create a boundary for how many items are to be kept, it's like drawing a line in the sand and sticking to that limit. Some areas that come to mind are children's games. If you're holding on to games that your kids have outgrown or no longer enjoy, then they're just taking up space for the ones that could be enjoyed more often. In our closets, having a certain number of hangers can act as that boundary or limit for how many clothes fit nicely in the space you have. We have bins on the top shelf of our kids' closets that we use for clothes that are too big for our kids or out of season clothes. It's a nice way of getting the clothes they wouldn't be wearing in a certain season or that don't fit them quite yet, getting those clothes out of sight so they only see the clothing that currently fits them and that they enjoy wearing. If you're finding your pantry is overstocked or you overbuy items because you aren't really able to see what you have, then pare back on things so that you're able to clearly see everything you have in the space that houses things. After going through our water bottles, it feels better knowing that the ones we have, we're using purposefully, and I don't have a ton of extra bottles just sitting in my pantry collecting dust. Hopefully this has got you thinking about an area of your home that you might have an excess of certain items in. I'd like to challenge you to take some action in that area this week. You will feel great to conquer some extra clutter in your home. Let me know in the comments below what you ended up finding and decluttering. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy videos like these. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.